So I've been interested in the speedrunning community for a few years now, and I've always found how interesting it was to do all the tricks in order to beat the game faster. One day, I just said, I want to do that. So I went looking for a game to speedrun. I eventually settled on none other than Free Party. I chose it because I had grown up with it and started playing it from a very young age. This is a story of how I almost got a world record with just 3 days of practice. Make sure to stick around the end because I'll be showing you how you can do this too. I'll also be sprinkling some tips throughout the video. Let's get into it. Alright, I was looking for a category to run, and I eventually settled on a very distinct minigame, Ram Jam, where you basically have to avoid the sheep that are in your way to get to the end of the path. I got together with King of Lag and the world record to beat with 8.1 seconds. We started speedrunning and kept ending up with times around 10 seconds and even 9 seconds, until this happened about 30 minutes in. We had gotten a time of 8.4 seconds. We had tried again, but we ended up submitting this attempt as we couldn't even get nearly as close to this time in our following attempts. So what place had that put us in? Third. However, I wasn't even nearly finished with speedrunning this game yet, as this was considered a level category, not a full game category. This makes sense as it was just a mini game compared to a whole party game or mode. So, I went back to the drawing board looking for a full category to run. I decided to speedrun solo, specifically the beginner difficulty due to it being the most popular and least time consuming. Solo is a mode where you have to beat a series of minigames without losing. I watched numerous top runs, and the minigames that they played were all similar. In solo, the series of minigames that require you to win in order to beat the game are all random. Some take a long time, and some take a short time. 3 of the 5 minigames that you need to win are free-for-alls, one being a 1v3 minigame, and one being a 1v1 minigame. The fastest 1v3 minigame is Splash Bash, a game where you have to knock the other team off of a platform using a ball, and the fastest 1v1 minigame is Channel Changers, a game where you have to change the channels on 6 different TVs before your rival does. The fastest free-for-all minigames can vary, but some that most people do their runs on can include all of these. But here's the thing, when I say that the combination of minigames are random, I mean completely random. You can get a completely bad setup, or you can get an amazing set of minigames, only for it to be ruined by one single minigame, which happened to me a lot. With all that out of the way, let's talk about my real first attempt. I had started out with Barrel Daredevil, which is probably the fastest free-for-all minigame that you can get. The second minigame, however, completely ruined the set of minigames. It was Chopper Hoppers. This minigame takes 30 plus seconds to complete, which is not good at all for this. I didn't really care though, as this was my first real run. The rest of the run went normally with Splash Bash, followed by Moon Landing, and finished off with Channel Changers. I finished with a time of 4 minutes and 29 seconds. At the time, it put me 31st out of 63 places on the leaderboard, which was the bottom 50%. All I have to say is that I never really realized how lucky you have to get and how many times you need to reset just to get a half decent run. So for the next 2 days, I just kept resetting and resetting for half decent runs. But on the third day, this happened. That's right, I got an amazing set of minigames to run. This took over 77 resets to achieve. What was my final time, you ask? Well, the run speaks for itself.
Start! Finish!
Let's go! I can finally quit doing solo runs!
3 minutes and 54 seconds. That itself was an amazing run. I was thrilled, as you can see by my reaction. I know I said I can finally stop doing solo runs in the video, but I'm not stopping running in this category. So with all that out of the way, where does this very run put me on the leaderboard? 10th. To me, this was almost a world record. I was 8 seconds slower than it, and if I had been just 1 second faster, I would have been in 6th. So that's it for the speedrun aspect of this video. Now let me show you how you can do this. Most of it was explained earlier though. All you have to do is keep resetting and you get a seed that includes the minigames from earlier in this video. If even one of them given minigames isn't one that I mentioned, you have to reset the run. Lots of practice is needed. Before you ask, speedrunning this game in general is very luck based, no matter which category, and I think that this is something that is very overlooked. Thank you so much for watching, and I would appreciate it if you liked and subscribed if you enjoyed this video, as it really helps me out as a small YouTuber, as this video took almost a month to make. Please give me feedback in the comments if you like this type of video, and if you want to see any of my other runs, they're on my speedrun.com page, which is in the description. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.